Welcome to another episode of Bronze Age Caveman, Wrath of Inanna, Episode 2, Good Turnout. Last time we saw our heroes in Beer Hall getting wasted to drench their nervous dread of Inanna's quinquennia sacrifice selection mass. That was yesterday. This is Mass Day. This is Selection Day. Our heroes arrive at Inanna Temple Square and await the call to Knave. Oh, ball. Oh, God, choose me now. I've never had such a headache. It must have been that spirit. Tell me what you think. Wasn't it awesome? Well, eat shit. Forgar. It's time. Time to get naked, powder up, and get in line, or you'll all get the sacrifice. Pick up your powders on the way. Well, go fuck yourself, Forgar. Why aren't you joining us? Special exemption for temple employees. Reed. He's right. It's time to pay our respects to the gods. Our heroes strip down, powdered up, and wait. But what's with the red powder? Reed. It's God's will. Ball. Nope. No foreshadowing here whatsoever. Reed. Looks like a good turnout. Velam. No surprise. Masses like these come only once every 5 years. It's mandatory for all residents of Uruk and surrounding towns and villages, except mothers and babes in arms, to attend this celebration of sacrifice to Inanna. There are people here from as far north as Murad and as far south as Eridu. This is no normal mass, you know. Read. They are lucky to have the privilege of showing Inanna their courage to risk being chosen as sacrifice. We should all feel that way. Ball. Have you been smoking the hemp leaves of the northern nomad tribes? Read. I didn't see any nomads last night. They come from too far north. They're rarely seen here in Uruk. Plus, I never touch the hemp leaves except during mandatory ritual when the priests encourage spectators to use it to suspend their disbelief at the accounts of future vision from the augurs. Chaw. And to make what you say sound more interesting. Ball. Must be the spirit Chaw gave you. I know. You show your devotion because your father's on clergy council and he gets brownie points for having a devout son. Wall. This is taking a long time. I want to get this over with. Why does Inanna Quinquennia Mass take so long? Velam. Laity, the layperson, told me that bishops and priests from other dioceses from Old Sumer assemble here in Uruk to pray to Goddess Inanna, who tells them the amount of sacrifice she demands to keep her satisfied for the next 5 years. It's based on harvest yields, birth rates, rain, war, earthquakes, disease, political, and socioeconomic factors. Is the king loved? Is he feared? Is he embroiled in scandal? Are the people prosperous or are they wanting? Are the slaves respectful and compliant, or do they resent their masters? Are there whispers of rebellion? What do the augurs say? How long has it been since a wolf, a goat, an eagle, ox, slave, male citizen, or female virgin was sacrificed? Velam. They consider how much the stone calendar has strayed from the actual orientation of the sun, moon, and stars. There are cuneiform matrices printed on stone and wax tablets in the bowels of the temple that tell the clergy the price for future societal well-being. Well, kill me now. Velam. The more help the clergy thinks they need from the gods to ensure domestic tranquility, the greater the sacrifice. They won't start Mass until they are prepared to announce what is required to close the karmic breach. Shaw. Of the hundreds of gods, that greedy bitch Inanna is still the only one in Old Sumer that requires human sacrifice. Reach. Inanna is vindictive. If she hears you, she might select you for sacrifice. Yeah, we'll see. 2 guest priests appear on the second level of the ziggurat. Mead, Reed's father, who has been standing behind our heroes, approaches Reed. Reed, my son, please be respectful and bring honor to the family. Reed, yes, Dad. Eridu priest. The gods have decided all men aged 16 to 50 must now enter the church. Others must wait outside. No females this time. Present clergy council, assemble in the back of the nave. Ball. Look at that. You would think somebody could have put a little more effort into that statue. I'd be more happy to sacrifice my mortal soul for her if she was a little hotter. Imagine if you've been sacrificed and have to spend eternity looking at that all day. Yikes. I mean, that nose. Chaw. When you are 250,000 years old, gods will see how you look. Read. Shut up. They will be angry. Uruk priest or Inanna? Look at Uruk priest. He's giving Wall the stink eye. Wall quietly. Shut the fuck up. Uruk priest. We are gathered here today to honor Inanna, patron deity of Uruk. All praise Inanna, patron deity of Uruk. Crowd, praise Inanna, patron deity of Uruk. Wall whispering, this is fucking scary, man. Uruk priest. We thank all gods and goddesses for bountiful harvests, peace and security, enviable climate, plentiful rain, and women and children galore. We thank them for past, present, and future fortune. Thank the gods. Crowd. Thank the gods. You, the safe, happy, peaceful people of Uruk, have had unparalleled prosperity since the last quinquennia. Fortune has been so great that an enormous chasm has opened between this so great a fortune and the value of the thanks the people have given. The augurs have foretold the coming of great upheaval and armed struggle that will scatter and devour all who stand before it. The gods demand much for protection from this approaching catastrophe. Beloved goddess Inanna is exhausted from providing this enormous and generous bounty to the people year after year. Her energy is depleted. There are dreadful portents on the horizon which are beyond her current power to divert. Therefore, she has appealed to beloved gods of harvest, cattle, war, and fertility. The names of those whom the gods have chosen to fulfill their demands are inscribed on sacred tablets. Ashnan, the god of grain, has generously provided bountiful wheat, rice, barley harvests since long before the last quinquennia. For this good fortune to continue, Ashnan demands an offering of 50 bushels of grain each year until the next quinquennia from you, farmer. Farmer under his breath. This is bullshit. Laity carries a clay table from the altar to farmer. Laity to farmer. Make your mark on the tablet, acknowledging that you have been informed of your commitment. Farmer, praise Ashnan. Farmer places his mark. Laity snaps the tablet in half and gives the unmarked half to farmer. Uruk priest. Labar, the god of cattle, has generously provided bountiful goat's milk harvests for many years. For this good fortune to continue, Labar demands 5 goats each year until the next quinquennia from shepherd. Shepherd, oh damn it. Laity, make your mark. Shepherd, praise Labar. Shepherd marks half the tablet with a bronze stylus. Laity snaps it in half. He keeps the marked half and hands the other to Shepherd. Uruk priest. Nergal, the god of war, death, and disease, has protected Uruk from war and pestilence for many years. In return, Nergal demands 50 bronze-tipped spears from Vilam of Elam. Also, Uruk clergy directs the burden of material offerings be shared by all fortunate enough to have excess income. Vilam, as you have demonstrated great aptitude in the administration of your father's shop, you have been chosen to administrate tax collection for the next 5 years. You must gather taxes and provide compensation to those such as shepherd and farmer who directly provide offerings. You shall be granted this authority upon delivery of the first 10 spears and shafts to Uruk clergy. Vilam, understood. Laity obtains marks from Vilam and hands him half of the clay tablets. Uruk priest, officiously. Nergal also demands 50 warriors to defend Babylon from foreign invasion. Laity approaches Ruko Uno, who is 16, and hands him a 10th square of a tablet. You have been selected to serve a term of 20 years in the army of Babylon. You shall forever be exempt from sacrifice. Ruko Uno. That's fucking awesome! I can't wait to tell my mom! Laity, you shall report to the palace of Sin Kashid at sunrise the first morning following festival. Failure to report results in a fine each day. If you do not report by the 30th day, your life is forfeit. No need to worry about that. My mom has wanted me out of the house since I started getting hairy. Laity and the 6 visiting priests inform 49 more recruits of their pending obligations. This takes a while, and the nave fills with the dull hum of chatter. Uruk priest. There is darkness on the horizon. 2 gods have demanded this final sacrifice. Enki, the god of male fertility, wisdom, crafts, and magic, has generously endowed the city with many offspring. Many who have no known father are destined to serve the clergy and the king, but there are too many. Ereshkigal, stone-cold goddess of the underworld, has suffered because Uruk's good fortune has starved her of the souls needed to maintain the balance of the universe. To reward Enki's generosity and to satisfy Ereshkigal's need for souls, they demand... Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. The soul of a virile male citizen. Guards take positions in front and rear of the temple. There is an audible squeak as the narthex door close on bronze hinges, followed by a bang as they slam shut. For a moment, the nave is totally silent. It is broken by... Ball, whispering. That's the sound of 500 assholes slamming shut. Sniffing. Too late. Someone shit themselves. Wall. Don't look at me. Wasn't me. Uruk priest is old and slow. He makes his way through the crowd and approaches Vilam, Ball, Reed, Wall, and Chal. Uruk priest. The burden of informing the sacrifice falls on me. Uruk priest squares up directly in front of Wall. Wall. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Reed. For Uruk and the Anunnaki. Laity intervenes and guides Uruk priest from Wall to Reed. Ball. This is ironic. Uruk priest. Reed of the trade caravans, you have been chosen to sacrifice your soul to Enki, god of fertility, for his generous gift of fatherless offspring and their accompanying unproductive mouths, and to Nergal, god of war, in exchange for Uruk's will to defend this land. You shall surrender to the gods immediately. You will be blessed in the coming days with all mortal pleasures, then you must surrender your earthly body to the gods. You will be given ample time to say your farewells. There is no need for your consent. Reed, hey, wait a minute. My father's on the clergy council. He won't stand for this. I demand to speak to Bishop. He won't stand for this either. Bishop 55 approaches from the altar. Bishop, I know your father very well. I'm certain he understands the burden and necessity of sacrifice. Guards surround Reed and remove him from the nave. Uruk priest, the gods have chosen Reed of the trade caravans for sacrifice. No appeals, no deals. The decision is final. You all have 3 days to say your farewells and pray for him, should you choose. This concludes Quinquennia Mass. Go in peace and enjoy the festival. And for God's sake, put some clothes on. The temple empties. Uruk priest, bishop, and laity remain. Mead of the clergy council, who has been in the back, joins them. Mead, laity, priest, if you could excuse us. I have some important matters to discuss with Bishop. Mead, what the fuck, Bishop? What was that all about? You know Reed is my son, don't you? We've known each other for 40 years. We fought in wars together. Why on earth would you choose my son for sacrifice? Mead, I would understand if it was just that senile old joke, Uruk priest. He's 2 mules short of a draft team. Uruk priest off screen. I'm standing right here. Shut up, priest. This doesn't concern you. And to Bishop. But you, I never thought you really went in for all this hocus pocus. Bishop, it was not my wish. It is the will of the gods. Nevertheless, like priest says, no appeals, no deals. You know, for crying out loud. We'll see about this. Anyway, how's the wife and kids? And episode 2, Bronze Age Caveman, Wrath of Inanna. Poked hole open. Stuff came out.